Hey Neppers, it's me, Juan Neptune. The kit for the new Laplace just launched, so let's take a look at it. Alright, so here she is, Laplace Ultimate Hero. Attacker, Rocket Launcher, Burst 3, Win, Code. First skill, Electric Power Fully Full Charge. Activate the start of battle effect self, attack up 4.05% of the user's final max HP continuously. Activate when performing a full charge attack, effect self, a charge time is 1 second. Warm up, charge speed up 10% continuously, up to 5 times. Okay, so activates when warm up is at max stats, remove stacks, and affects self. Changes the weapon in use, electric power fully full charge, damage up 9.45%, final attack, max ammo 120, max ammo refreshes, animation effect refresh when the weapon in use changes. Okay, so if you have max ammo on like a normal weapon and you change it, it refreshes to, I guess, do the new weapon also. The activation conditions, when all rounds are fired. Additional effect gains Pierce. Activates when the electric power fully charged effect ends, effect self. Remove all ammo. Okay, I think it means it removes the ammo of the changed weapon. Because the activation condition was had no ammo left. So what ammo is it removing? Like, why not just say, changes back to the other weapon. I think I don't know. This is one of those things where I think it's understood that the two weapons use different ammo. Okay, interesting though. Max HP. What's a a wind unit that does max HP? Blanc, but that's only for lowest HP, and that's like definitely more of a PvP thing, which we'll talk about and later on. Aid, like normal aid, I think has max HP buff. So I don't know. There's that. Anyway, let's go on to the next page. Skill 2, Over Energy. Activates after performing 12 normal attacks while electric power fully full charge state. So that is after she's in this like beam state that she goes into. So 12 attacks is actually pretty fast here. Over energy of 5% continuously up to 100%. So when you use 100%, resets over energy and affects self, advance to the next stage. Okay, so each effect, it gains the effects behind it. It also says here that the over energy doesn't go away after you reach the final stage, which is nice. I mean, it might take a little bit to get here, but it's 2%, 3%, 7%, and 10.5% max HP. And remember, they are additional. So it's 2 plus 3 plus 7 plus 10.5, which is 22.5, I believe, max HP once you get them all active. So that seems pretty good. Also, activates when entering burst 3, affects self, attack damage up 52.14% for 10 seconds. This is not when she enters burst 3. This is when you just enter burst 3 at all with any character. She gets that buff. So that's pretty good too. Okay, burst skill, Regenerative Energy Armament Lonier. Man, what a mouthful. Affects self, attack 63.36% for 10 seconds. Pretty big boost right there. Affects all enemies, deals 2950.84% of final attack as burst skill damage. Activate with skill users at stage 1 of over energy, which should happen. It might not actually happen if she bursts first. There is a chance that you burst too fast where she doesn't actually have this effect yet. So, maybe it'll be a thing where she is the second character to burst, something like that. But skill 1 or higher of over energy affects the enemy nearest to the crosshair. So, like the boss, hopefully, deals 934.76% of final attack times over energy stage adds additional damage. So up to stage 4, So 9 times 4 is 36 plus 3 4. So that's like another what do you call it, like 1.5. So like 3750 plus this right here, that's like 6750 a final attack to like one big target maybe, which seems, that's a lot of damage right there, especially when she's getting these like attack boosts here, attack damage boost right here too, max HP scaling with attack boost right there. So it does seem like she's going to nuke pretty hard with all these modifiers that she has. All right, so what do I think about her? I mean, on paper, she looks pretty good actually. Um, Unclear like who I'd use it with. Obviously, some units like Liberario stand out and stuff like that. But I find it very hard to believe that you would use lib with, that you would separate lib and SBS. So I don't know. Like, we probably won't know until we see Maxwell's kit, and maybe Drake if they ever announce her and release her. I wonder what they're doing with that anyway. The problem is, though, is that no matter how good I think she is and how much I like her design overall, it's just really hard for me to recommend you pull on her right now. Not only because we just use all the resources on all the summer units, right, coming out. Like, I had to like get a bunch of units too that I did not get last year. So man, I'm like really hurting for gems and tickets, stuff like that. And they did this last year too, right? They released Absolute around this time, I believe. Well, Vesti, Yunhua, and Emma, the upgraded versions of them. And it turned out that only Vesti ended up being good for PvE, for like mobbing, stuff like that, and PvP too. Actually, all three of them were actually good for PvP. But yeah, it's like, and on paper, right? She does read a lot better than at least Yunhua and Emma did for like bossing and stuff like that. But again, it's, what are you pulling her with, right? It's like, I have like a little over 30k gems and like 20 advanced tickets, and that's it. And there's a collab coming up soon. Not officially announced the date yet, but if history has anything to do with it, expect like between like a month and like 6 weeks, like around that time frame for the collab. So it's just one of those things where you can wishlist her eventually, so you can get that. Maybe you'll be, if you're a solo raid player, maybe you'll be a little bit upset you don't have her for the next Win Solo raid, which, like another Win Solo raid seems nuts too, because we just had one, right? So they went to another one so soon, right? So maybe that's another reason to wait too, because if you just had a Win Solo raid like before, maybe we're not in a big rush to get her right away. So maybe that's the thing too. Okay, PvP. I don't know. She might be okay. Now, that's okay, because like this is a lot of damage. Okay, I don't know if we actually have a character that does this much AoE damage all at once, to everything at the same time. In like fast teams, like, she probably won't not get the second effect though. If she does, she would just barely get it, which maybe you build a team around that. It really depends, I think, on her burst generation. If she has slow burst generation without any real defensive capabilities, she's probably like restricted to like Indom, stuff like that. If she has good burst generation, then maybe she can be the active burst 3 and just try to do a huge nuke. Or maybe it's like the backup where you just have her use her laser and, maybe get some chip shots in before another unit does the same thing. right? It's like normal Laplace treasure is used mainly for reverse gen, also for electric counters, because normal plus is Earth, so she can snipe out things like, especially like Scarlet teams, stuff like that. She's okay at. We'll have to see though, right? Her in action and how her burst gen shapes up and everything like that. So, but yeah, it's like one of those things again where it's hard for me to say the puller, because even if she's like the best unit ever, and she might actually be a really really good unit. Like she reads like a good unit, but like I said, collab coming up, and you can wishlist her, right? It just is like again, this is like in a down period. I would say, you know what, go for it if you like her. But for me personally, I'm probably, I don't want to wait, but I probably will be forced to this time around. Anyways, what do you think about the new Laplace? And do you expect Drake to be announced anytime soon? As always, a subscription is greatly appreciated. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm Wild Neptune. Been a good one. Till next time.